Alright guys, I'm back to show off some more restaurants, and reactions to them. Now these restaurants I've actually have kind of already seen, in the past. So I kind of know what they look like. These are the McDonald's in Jefferson City though. So these ones I actually grew up with, so it's possible I probably have some recorded footage of these, as well as, I don't think I mentioned it, the Burger King, So I'll have to see here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this here. So I guess we'll start off with this one, which this one may or may not actually have, it may not have, I don't know if it's going to have, I mean, if you go on Google Maps, you'll be able to see, you'll get to see what it looks like and all that, but okay, it just took a while to load here. I need to go through and, go through my videos and all that and get them all off my system. It's slowing my system down, but I can't really do much anything about that right now until I get, I need to get me a new, I need to get me, a, new phone. And I need to, like, upload them on YouTube, which I'm uploading one right now, but it's taking forever. So I'm going to have to wait. It may have to do something with the amount of space. Maybe that's why some of the apps aren't working right. I don't know. It's hard to tell in today's world, just because of that. Okay, we got a Texas Roadhouse over there, too. That's pretty good. I'm surprised Jefferson City actually added something, cool and unique there. A lot of that stuff's not very unique anymore. And actually, speaking of which, the Steak and Shake and Jeff closed. So maybe I should go and do some, even though I videoed it, too. I actually sat down and videoed it. I didn't really, walk around. I was going to do that, actually, to get a better video of it, because I probably recorded it in the past, like these, but I just didn't get around to doing it. I don't know. This one's a little bit, I don't know which McDonald's I've recorded in Jeff, I think I've recorded, I don't know, because I don't know how many of them I've recorded, here, but check this out. See, it used to have the red roof on it. Now, the one, I don't know if I showed this one off in Kansas City, and I think I did, because I was showcasing, the other McDonald's, too, because I was having problems where sometimes it would pull up on Google Maps, and sometimes it wouldn't. They actually demolished it, as I figured they were going to. They were going to fucking demolish it. And they're going to do what McDonald's always does. They're going to build one right next door to it, because it's McDonald's. Also, I don't know what this is. It's interesting. Yeah, I forgot this building was here, though. Oh, I didn't know they had destruction on it right that fast, though. Interesting, though. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what that building is, but yeah, they demolished it though pretty fast. So it's sadly no longer there because they demolished it. I was actually gonna go video it too, because even though you can see images on it, I wanted to kind of showcase it in a video, because sometimes these images of these buildings don't show it off. This one was kind of cool looking. Now, it wasn't like, I don't think it was like super fancy if I remember correctly, but but it had cool to, like, it was a different color roof, because you see this one's a red roof here. See that? It was a red roof. The one that I was looking at was like an orange roof. It was an orange, ish. They call it, I think, a mustard roof, McDonald's will rarely, they had, like, different color roofs. A lot of times, though, they'd be this red color. They'd be this color, but sometimes they'd be either blue. Yeah, there's blue ones. I've seen them. I saw, like, actually the McDonald's in Arizona, the UFO one, which that one's still there. Before they, simplified the roof, it had, like, well, it was a little glimpse of it, like, it wasn't the whole thing, it was just a glimpse of it. You could see there was blue on it. There were other locations like that, too. Now, Arizona also has, like, one McDonald's that has, like, a it's a single, well, it's like, it doesn't use the golden arches. It's not allowed to use it, so it uses, like, you know, the blue ones. Now, I don't know how long they'll be, because McDonald's may find a way to do it, because McDonald's is going out of their way to, like, demolish all of them, so. Geez, look how long that, that line is. Just crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like they're getting customers, but you can tell how this is I've been talking about in my videos. You can tell how much how there's not as many people there. And again, they're gonna blame the prices, but yeah, I'm sure the price. I mean, yeah, they're more expensive now, but see, more people are going here in these times. I guess here it's not like as packed, but. Like, I'll go over here. I guess you can see, like, the parking lot. Like, I've gone inside them, and I've been to this McDonald's quite a few times. And then they actually do not have, they do not have a lot of people there. Oh, I forgot, my mom's dog's out here, too. So, yeah, I keep forgetting she has another dog, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that dog. I'll probably let her inside, but I'm still going through photos, so I'll wait. But I probably will let her out. But I'll have to wait on that. But I don't want to leave her out here, because I want to bring her inside. But I'll wait on that. But yeah, I don't remember what kind of dog she is. But. I mean, I do not want to leave her out there, but she's like a puppy, but she's a big dog, she's huge, so. I mean, she's an older puppy too, but she's like bigger than Chef, so. Yeah, my mom was gonna pay me to watch the dogs, but I'm like, I don't know how, because they're gonna go to, they're actually gonna go to Kansas City, which I was thinking about going, but this is before I found out they were gonna remodel a McDonald's, but I was not, like, I wasn't going to go anyway. I was just going to hold it off. But, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because, they already demolished it. Like I said, there's videos showing it off. They demolished it. Heck, I could probably show it for you guys if I wanted to, but I'll have to wait on that. But I was going to say this McDonald's, I'll say out of all of them in Jeff, I'll probably say this one's probably my favorite. I mean, I don't like the simple design either, but the inside's actually really cool looking, and I'll show you guys it. Of course, it's the one, too, you can't actually look in the past, I don't think. It doesn't go too far, but maybe we'll find some reviews. I still need to go do that. I need to go for, reviews and all. But I videoed this one. I think I videoed every McDonald's in Jeff, actually, since when they remodeled it. Like I said, though, I don't know if I've done it beforehand, so I don't know, but I don't know when they did this one exactly. I can't remember. Okay, that's giving me a warning there of using data, so I gotta be careful. I don't know, I guess it's kind of busy here. Well, this is also 7 years ago, too. Look at that, 7 years ago, and it looks like this, But that's actually what it looks like now. But see that? See how it's not, like, they experiment with the colors? See, they put, like, food and all that on the walls, and and that's what I like, I would like it to be more McDonald's themed, the characters on there, but this is not bad. This is actually a good design, A lot of them I've been to look very boring and don't look interesting at all. This one looks like they put effort into it. So they have stuff on the walls, they got food and all that, which is kind of weird. It's like fast food and all, but I guess they have vegetables on there, but it's really cool, but I guess this one is a little bit more, I think busy than the other ones, but I've been there. I mean, there is people there, but there ain't a lot, but I got that here too, so you got another view of it. The ceiling and all that too, it's pretty cool. But I videoed this one, but I got to the point where I kind of just quit videoing the McDonald's because a lot of them are not very interesting anymore. They kind of look all kind of boring now, but if I run into one, I'll probably record it, but I'm trying to be careful, too, because people bitch about that stuff, but, speaking of which, I actually did record a a retro Burger King. It's not like super old, but it's like a 90s themed one. It had the blue roof and all that, you know. And it had the spatula handles. You know, unfortunately, the restaurant was a bit messy in there. Yeah, it was very dirty in there, but I did get my food very fast. But, you know, I like McDonald's a lot of times, like, not always, but a lot of times McDonald's, like, I will order something and it'll take forever to get to it. You know, it's a lot of locations. Burger King, I feel like I have a little bit better luck. Not always a Burger King either, but I don't know, Burger King I've just been having better experiences with, but, you know, I don't know. But check out all those colored, see the colored, you know, chairs and all that, but that's all there, that's there, but I don't know what it looked like before that, you know, so I'll have to see if I can find a picture of it. But this is really cool. See, this is what I like. So when I go to Jeff and go to McDonald's, I go to this one a lot, because I like the diner one. Now, my dad, you know, goes to work, and there's a McDonald's on the other side of town, you know, so I go to that one a lot, which I'll showcase that one in a few, but I'll have to get to that later. Also, look at that. That somebody made a face there. That's really nice. I like that little face. Pretty nice. Oh, look, 11 years ago. Look at, see, 11 years ago, and they already demolished. I mean, they already, like, not demolished, they already... Actually, did they demolish it? I don't know. I have to look back at Google Maps. I don't think they demolished this, because like I said, they'll do that. That's what they did with the one in Kansas City. They demolished it. You know, and by looking at the pictures and the reviews and all that, and with images, it doesn't look like it was in bad shape. It's not like the Burger King, you know, which I will say that one was kind of falling apart a little bit. I don't know. This looked like it was in perfectly good shape, and then they, you know, tore it. I mean, they tore it down and built one right next door, right? I mean, I don't even know why they can't just leave it there and let, you know, somebody else, like, take over the building, you know? I don't understand that. I think McDonald's is just cheap. They're very cheap. Like, it's pretty much like, if you go on YouTube and look for, like, you know, like, I mean, I know I'm complaining about McDonald's every single time, but I just want to say this. If you go on YouTube and look at McDonald's as, like, abandoned ones, there really isn't that many, also, I guess it's kind of funny you can go 11 years ago from there. I actually want to, this person got any photos in? Let's see here. I actually, it won't let me, like, it's not letting me, oh, I think I know what's the problem is. I need to get my phone fixed, because my screen's all messed up, but I'll have to, like, figure that out later. I can't just necessarily take it to Walmart and get it fixed, and the AT&T stores suck, because there's, like, not a lot of people working there, and a lot of times I don't feel like they know what they're doing, you know, anymore, you know, so, I cannot get it. I'm trying to see if I can just, let me see here, like, can I, like, I'm trying to, like, see if I can, I don't remember how I did this. Oh, it says this profile is restricted follow if this person just see their, oh, so I gotta follow them, okay. Hope that's not gonna reveal any information. But I don't even, if I follow them, am I gonna be able to see it, though? Sorry, I'm like, got like a little allergies, I think. But I want to see if I can get that on there. But that's like 11 years ago. So so that shows you, too, that they had photos there. They just keep updating crap all the time, you know, so people can't see that stuff, you know, but... But 11 years ago, I'm trying to figure out how long that would be. So that would be like, what, 2014, right? Yeah, so it would have been like, what, 2014 when they... I don't know, like, it depends on when exactly that is, but that probably would be 2014 when they remodeled this one. So they remodeled this one very early on. If that's the case. Yeah, because even I guess that's 8 years ago, so that would make... Okay, I was going to say, because I'm like, that wouldn't make much sense, but I don't know. But I do like the little bench. You see the bench there and all that? It looked pretty nice. But yeah, the staff here are kind of a little grumpy too, but I will say this one definitely is a lot better than the other ones that I've been to. Like the inside and all that looks really cool. Also, the sunset here looks really nice too. I like the sunset. That's nice too. Also, this is where I'm like right up the they're like not even kidding, like a few steps ahead there. Like I think I might even show. I did record this too. When I was taking Chef to the vet, I did showcase that there's actually it's like literally like a few steps away from the parking lot at McDonald's. It's like a little vet place. It's pretty interesting though. That's like the older look, to the. I think they changed that too. I think. I got Santa Claus visiting them too. That's pretty cool. But I tried to follow that person, so we'll see if I can get that or not. I don't know if he'll have any other photos. He doesn't have a lot of them on there. That's the problem, It's a very blurry picture there. But yeah, they started like I mean we saw some McDonald's. They started like making the simpler designs as time went on here. And I guess we'll go ahead and because I just want to see this here. I wasn't gonna do this, but I want to see here. I usually just do this at the beginning of the video because it's like easier to keep track of it. But I don't know. That's the thing that look. See, it shows that. So maybe it was always. I thought I saw a picture of a gray part of it. I don't know. Let's see though what we got here. Let's see here. That's a better view of it. See. Unfortunately, I don't know what it looked like inside though. I kind of wish I could do that. Because that place is still there. Oh yeah, here it is. See, this is what I was talking about. That's where we go to the vet at. See, see how close that is? You can literally just walk there in a few seconds. That's just crazy. Or if you don't want to go to McDonald's, you can go to Texas Roadhouse. It's like right over there. It's just crazy. Like that's very close. I mean, I get a lot of places that are closed, but usually like places like vets and all that usually aren't that close. But I guess that one's technically, I think, a local owned one, so that makes sense, I guess. I want to see that real quick. Let me go over here and. It says Capital Cities Animal Shelter, okay? So, interesting. So I can go to newest now. So it's actually going to let me do this. I don't know why. See, it wasn't letting me do this before. I don't know why. Maybe it's like a YouTube thing, because I noticed YouTube, when you start using it more, it'll like give you more stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe they changed that. I don't know. I could like, stop the video, but this shouldn't take too long, I don't think. I don't know. But we know one's from 11 years ago because I saw that, so I want to see if there's anything like from. There's like more images there. Some of these are not actually posted. I think you know that by now. You guys know that by now. Some of these are not posted on the actual website. They're just on people's stuff there. And I showed that off when I was showing off the Holt Summit McDonald's too. I still have not found a lot of photos or videos of the place, which kind of sucks. But hoping in the future, I will. 6 years ago. And this is definitely one they remodeled pretty early on, so I don't know, like, I don't know if I did videos of that or not. Because I think at first, when I was recording once, I think I just got certain locations, and then I started kind of, Because after a while, I started getting different ones. But I think even then, I don't know if I got the dining room ones or not. I can't remember. Well, my SD card got corrupted. I still need to repair it. I'm trying to look for some, software to use. And, I don't know, I have, like, some I'm, trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure that out. So, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, answers, huh? No photos, though. I need photos. That's what I need photos. I don't know. I don't know if I have any photos to showcase. See, a lot of these people don't put photos in there, That's what I need. I need photos. Not very good reviews, though. But I don't know. I've been there. Like I told you guys, it's not super bad. Like, yeah, the employees aren't very, they're not necessarily the friendliest, but, still. Also, you guys saw that there, too. There's more McDonald's there. Also, though, I already showed that one off. This is the one in Jeff. This one I think I showcased. I think I did because, I actually had to, like, I think I was trying to aim for the original ones. I don't know. I don't remember. I pretty much got all the original ones I've been to now. So, there's not much there, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. See that? That's pretty cool. Got little pictures there and all that. But actually, that's an older picture there. See that? This one's gone to hell, though, because, I've been in there, and freaking staff in there just not, they're not the greatest. Hell, I had a customer, one of their customers, because I was in line with Delaney. I've talked about this before. I was in the line with this customer, and apparently she got ripped off because they overcharged her or something, and she was trying to, fix that and all that, and, I think she was kind of, she was getting kind of salty with them, but they were they kind of were starting it, so it wasn't really them. It's different when it's the customers, but when you got the freaking workers, doing it, to the customers, then that's a problem, and especially when you screw people with money, But we were already there. I told Delaney maybe we should just go to the other one, but because I think this is when what was I getting? I think I was getting I don't remember what I was getting. I was getting something. This is a while back, because Delaney can't take me anywhere anymore, But look how cool this is. See how cool that is? I like the floor textures on there. They really, look cool and all that. Looks nice. I like the floors. See how much brighter it is? It looks much brighter. A lot of places, though, just look darker now and all that. And I'm guessing it's because it might be the same reason why my dad's house, a lot of his floors and walls are gray and all that. I think because it doesn't show as much dirt. The problem is it makes shit look way darker and all that, and that's the problem. I'm just personally, that's the thing with colors. It always depends on with me. So I kind of like all colors. They just kind of, so I don't really think I have a favorite color. I kind of like all of them. They just work differently for specific things. But when it comes to houses and all that, I think gray just doesn't look the best. Not to say it can't look good, but in that case, yeah, it just doesn't look as good. But I don't know, it can. I will tell you guys this: I think TVs look very good gray over black. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird. That's the thing. It's weird to me with stuff like that, But I don't know. But I do like these images. Also, I like how that one light looks like a UFO. It's pretty funny. But see, look, this is what it looks like now. So it doesn't look super duper dark, but it looks definitely a lot darker than it used to. They say it looks like a prison. To me, it looks like a hospital. It looks like a freaking hospital. If you go to a freaking hospital cafeteria and all. To be fair, I guess I've been hospitalized many times too, and over the years because of my medical stuff. Honestly, though, I feel like getting hospitalized, it wasn't really, doing it for me, because I'd be hospitalized for medical stuff, but I'd always come out feeling the same. There would be times where I got hospitalized and it made me better, but a lot of times it wouldn't, And, I would go to these, that's kind of what those remind me of and all. But also, when I go to, that's kind of, the light's kind of burnt or hot, too. Sorry, I'm opening the door so I can see better. Also, I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, though. It kind of looks more like a sort of hospital and all than anything else. Also, that one's the wrong McDonald's. That one's over by my dad's work. So you look over here, you can see that's Colton's over there, or Culver's, or whatever. I think it's called Culver's. That's over there, so that's in the wrong spot. Oh yeah, I already looked at that one. And look, now it's showing this one. That's not the right one either. Actually, I think that one's in Fulton. That's in Fulton here, I think. Yeah, that's in Fulton. Why is it showing me all these different McDonald's? That's not even showing me the right ones here. So weird. But see, there's a lot more pictures, of this one, because this one's a little newer. But see how much cooler that looks, though? The floors and all that. I don't know. I mean, some people may like it that way, but I think it just looks better this way, But there's more of that too. That's Fulton again. More Fulton McDonald's. What the heck? A person doing out there? Or is that statue? I don't know. It looks like plastic. It might be plastic. It's hard to tell. I think that's in the window there, but that's kind of weird. That's kind of what it looks like there too. But see how much more plain it looks. To see the floors are not as detailed and all that. Actually, there's not a lot of people in there too. See, look how empty the dining room looks too. The dining room looks so empty too. I guess to be fair, it's not super, busy here either. But I don't know. I mean, here it is. Look at all these. There's a couple people waiting in line and all that. But I swear, I go to these places all the time, and I barely, because I make YouTube videos and I show off this stuff, and I barely see anybody in these places anymore. Even through the drive-thru. The drive-thrus are not as busy as they were either. I said they can make them cool like this again, I thought people would go to them more, but I don't know. Got this here too. Look at that, more pictures. I like the little light up there too. I don't know if that's the one I saw or not. That's just a giant random light up there. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Got more of that there, but yeah, look, there's a lot more people here too. Also, look at see the ceiling up there too? Oh, that's the reflection, or if that's actually, it looks like a different color. That's definitely a window up there too. That's kind of weird. That, or something up there on the top of this, like a mirror or something. I don't know what that is. That's more recently there. There's a Jack in the Box. Yeah, they used to have a Jack in the Box, but sadly they closed it down. They actually closed that down during the pandemic. So, yeah, sadly it got taken down. The Jack in the Box building actually sat there for a few years before it actually was, demolished. Because it was demolished, and then they put something else in it. I wasn't really inside the building, so I don't know how well it was, but I did video it, when it was abandoned. I got through the windows and all that. Everything was left behind, so I'm guessing that was one of those places that was closed without any notice, because that happens, It happens. Well, a lot of people not getting service. The thing is, though, people too, a lot of people are like, fast food is not good for you and all. I mean, it's okay to have fast food every so often. I hate when people are like that online. I'm like, you can't. I mean, basically, I think I talked about this before. I had people being like good, remodeling these places will keep the kids away and all that. And I'm like this stuff was more than just for kids. It was having these characters, and yeah, a lot of it was aimed for kids, but a lot of adults missed this stuff too and all that. And I'm like again, there's nothing wrong with kids having there's nothing wrong with kids having, going to these places every so often. There's nothing wrong with that, It's just don't make it an everyday thing. That's the thing. You can eat healthy stuff too. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. There's another one there. I don't know. Is that one in Jet? That doesn't look like it's in Jet, or like that's in the area where I was at. I don't know. Oh, there's Applebee's over there, so maybe it is. I think that's Applebee's with the red stuff on there. So I don't know. Also, I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know what the heck that is. Oh my! Somebody's taking a picture of the little iPad there. Oh, $1 a general. Okay. Yeah, they are. Yeah, those stores are definitely nasty. What's this here? I'm 44 years old, and this is the first time in my entire life that I've ever seen bed liners stocked in a changing station. Everyone I've had seen. Okay, it says, wait. Okay. Across the okay. Not just McDonald's, but everywhere. I honestly didn't think they existed, but well, so a lot of them don't have it, huh? That's kind of interesting. My school even had their bathrooms. We had like bed changing places too. Also, there's more Fulton there. Again, why does it keep showing me other McDonald's? I don't get it. Now this part's really cool. Yeah, I like this part. I just wish the other part of the restaurant was like did stuff like this too. I do like though how there's look there's like I guess like maybe somebody I think maybe somebody screenshotted that or something because you can tell by the way it looks here. See, like instead of like well, I mean not screen. I mean downloading the photo. If you download the photo, not screenshot it, it looks like that. So I'm guessing somebody must have downloaded it and then uploaded it. And more photos there. Yeah, there's like there's that, and there's that there. Wait, isn't that yeah, that's over by that's over by the other ones. That's the other one too. So why is it showing me all these? I don't get it. I don't know where that's at. Well, it says Jack in the Box, but that definitely ain't where I was at, because that's a different one. I don't know where the heck that's at. Got a mobile gas station. You can't find any mobile gas stations anymore. They're pretty much all gone here. They're not really around here anymore. The furthest one, the closest one, is probably like, I've seen them in St. Louis when we were going around, but we didn't have time to stop. So I was actually going to try to get one. I got one of those one of those gift cards there. I didn't get around to doing it because of that, so that kind of sucks, but again, look, it's showing more like McDonald's and other places. This one doesn't even look familiar. Like, this doesn't look familiar at all. The video is starting to get kind of long too, so I don't know how much longer I'll be doing this, but we'll have to see. And this one's the right one. This one's definitely in Jeff, or like over by the right area where I'm looking at on Google Maps. Somebody's enjoying their ice cream. What kind of reaction that is? It's kind of weird. Let's see here. She's got photos. Not a lot of them though. Yeah, not a lot of photos, unfortunately, though. Yeah, this is like the last one, see? That'd be the maps. Actually, did I show off the maps? I don't know. I don't think I did. I think I forgot to do that on this one. Well, we'll go ahead and show off. I don't know if I did or not. It took me a little longer to go through this one, but I actually had a lot more reaction for this one. That's because, these were older photos. So a lot of the older ones, I had more reactions to because the other one, they've already remodeled it. So, I... Now, this one was actually remodeled. They remodeled this one, more recently. Well, I mean, I guess not like recently, but I think in 2017 is when they remodeled this one. I got remodeled, so. As you can see a little bit, see Google Maps, you can see a little bit of, you can see a little bit of that there. Now, I went on Google Earth. I think this McDonald's was built like around. I think it was built around the. Well, like, the thing is though, with like the Google Earth, it only goes back. I mean, it goes only to certain dates as well. But I was able to see that it was built at least after the I think 1986. So it was built around the late 80s or early 90s. It was when it was built. So it's not like a super old, McDonald's, but it's definitely older than, some of the others. So that's pretty interesting. Got two more to show off. Two more. I might show off the other one as a bonus just to show you guys the... Wait, I don't know if I'll have time or not, because I'll show you guys the whole thing. Because I don't know, I don't want to show the whole thing off again unless it's already been, like that, so... That's like the sign too. The sign's all faded out too. But see that one? That was one with those roofs too. Actually, if you go over here, you'd see there's KFC here too. They had a KFC. Sadly, that one's actually demolished. The one over by the Burger King, I think I showcased. I believe I showcased it. I can't remember. That one's still there. They just turned it into a sushi place. This one's completely gone. That's where they put the Culver's place at. But see, that's where it's at now. But actually, that went over there or something interesting. That's pretty interesting though. Well, let's go look inside then, I guess, right? I don't know if I did this one or not, though, here, so, I mean, that's like I said, I don't remember which ones I've done and which ones I have not, so, we'll have to see here, well, I mean, like I told you guys, I've recorded all of them recently, but look, this one's probably one of the worst looking ones, it is one of the worst looking ones. But look at this, look how boring it is. There's no theme at all to it. It's just lazy. See, all the colors are the same, and the floors look very the same. They have a little bit of red up there and all that, so there's that. But look at it, just looks so freaking boring. It looks boring. I guess I do like the little black up here at the top. But look how boring it is. See, there's freaking no theme to it. Where the hell is the theme at, There's literally no theme to it. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell that's all about. Like I said, I don't know why they couldn't give this one more detail, but yeah, that's unfortunately a good chunk of them. Yeah, a lot of them are they're just boring. Even the one I just showed off was kind of like that, but it still looked, a little bit more, had more color to it than this. This, like I said, there's just no color to this one at all. It's not very busy there either, but I guess to be fair, this is probably during the, when the pandemic happened, so there wasn't as many people in there. But see, there's more color in here. So, what happened to the photo there? Is that purposely like that? I don't know. Kind of weird. Yeah, that one has a little color in there and all, which is kind of cool. It had a little window there. I like that. But there's that. You know, actually, I forgot to show off the reviews, too. Yeah, I literally forgot to do that. I gotta show off the reviews. Wait, let's see. It's the entrance of the updated building in 2018. Okay, so I guess they updated then. Oh my god. Holy crap, that is a lot of photos. So somebody's been busy. As you help other people, you will earn points for each. Okay, but I gotta figure out what this whole level thing is. I don't know what that's all about. It's not letting me click the images. Oh, I guess I can just do it. Why don't I just do that? There we go. That's better. Well, I can't just go there and click it, but I don't know. I know I should probably be showcasing the restaurant, but I want to see what all we got here, because I don't know. I don't want to see how far this woman goes here and see what we got. Is that Mount Rushmore? Oh yeah, it is Mount Rushmore. I actually want to go see that, but I actually want to go see a lot of things, but I just don't have the time to do it or anybody to go with. I mean, some of these places I probably wouldn't mind going on my own, but most of these places I want to go with friends or something, you know. Look at that, there's so many photos, though. So many photos. Another mall, apparently. Irine Mall. Oh my god, there's so many photos. Wish I could just go all the way down to the bottom here, but I don't know if I can or not. But yeah, I don't know what the point system is either. But yeah, I shouldn't probably be doing a lot of this, but I kind of want to do it for you guys, because I want to see if there's any photos here of any of this. This is from like 2 years ago. I don't know if there will be anything from the other ones or not. This is a Flying Cow shirt company. Finding Frog. Interesting. That's an interesting looking store. Now, some of these places are going to probably not have much because, well, they won't have much because, because of COVID, there'll probably be a big gap there, but, I mean, some of these places, when Jeff, they only had them closed for a few months, but other places, yeah, a lot of these stores and all that would be closed for a while. Even then, I think when they opened back up, they were only allowed to have a certain amount of people in at a time, too. I'm trying to see if I can get this figured out. Trying to get this figured out, though. My god, there's like so many photos. Well, I can't. I mean, look, that's all from like 2 years ago. I need ones from older than that. Maybe I'll just wait. I think I'm just gonna wait. Unless I can I like, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to see the photos. Oh, sort by. Let's see. Most viewed. No, I want to see I would like to go see the oldest. That ain't really what I want to do here. I don't know. Never mind. Well, I won't worry about it, because I'm like on a time crunch here, but I didn't think it was going to take that long to go through all that, but I guess it did. Look, I got photos there. That's Despicable Me 3, too. I can't remember when did that movie come out. Again, I can't remember. I remember when it came out. But see, even this McDonald's, though, the textures don't look as interesting, but there is like blue chairs and all that, and there's also this too, so I don't know. There's more photos there too. I like there's a wall there too. It's kind of weird. It's just a random wall there. Or is that a bench? I don't know. I do like the floors though. They look kind of nice. That's from 5 years ago. See that's how much boring that looks though. Like looks so freaking boring. Like again, why is it so boring looking? You can see all the people there. I have to look up when that came out though. I was trying to look up the photos of this because I wanted to see because they maybe had some pictures exactly when they did this one. I can't remember if they remodeled this one in 2018 or 2017. I can't remember. What's that? 7 years ago. Though. 7 years ago would be. I'm trying to think. Let me count that real quick. So 7 would be. So yeah, it'd be 2018. So 2018. So that's when I think they remodeled it. Was 2018. Yeah, but yes, there's like blue on the wall and they got paintings on the wall. They don't have anything there anymore. It's like it's just all freaking boring as hell now. Like this one's not really like, again the most interesting one, but the fact that they like downgraded it even more instead of like adding more to it, I'm like that just feels kind of a waste. You see the French fry gutters up there, so they're still there. Wait, what's that? There's like a green thing there or something? Maybe it's their tire on the back of their car. I don't know what that is. Oh my god. That's just gross. I don't know if like somebody could have probably did that to the toilet too and all that, it's hard to say. There's another one there. I mean, I do like the little red here and all, but I just don't like the colors. I don't like how boring it is. Like I don't even know like what are these lines on these walls anyway? What are they? I don't know if they're like maybe writing or something. I don't know. They just look so generic compared to like what it was before. And I mean, even before that, it wasn't the greatest. Like I think the other McDonald's looked more interesting than that, except for the one like over by Texas Roadhouse, because that one I can't really view further back. Once I find some photos, which is possible, I could probably find some, but I don't know. Well, look at that. I like that little floor there. The floor does look nice though. I will say that, but yeah, a lot of the other stuff not as interesting. But didn't mean to click that. That was an accident. Like 7 years ago. Yes, I think they remodeled this one in 2018. I think is when they remodeled this one. That's the gal with all those photos, right? Oh yeah, she's the one with a million photos. That's her. So she did have another photo of it. Okay. There's Hardee's. Like I said, it has nothing to do with McDonald's again. I'm like, why are they showing me all these other photos? I thought they were supposed to be showing me McDonald's. That's another photo, from 2018 there. But yeah, I like the little bricks and all on the wall and the walls too, and all. Some of them that have we have kept that. I think I showed that one like over by. It said also I talked about it, Once Again Texas Roadhouse. That one has the brick. I think the brick's still on it. This one completely removed them though, and it's not even the same building really anymore. But they didn't really demolish it, but they changed it up and all that. That's why I think we still have photos of it. A lot of the McDonald's that have been demolished, you can't really find photos of them anymore unless you go scrolling through there. Or maybe they didn't demolish it. Let me see. Gotta follow this person too. It's kind of annoying. I don't know, maybe they did demolish that one. I don't know. I'm trying to see here. It's like that's right before they remodel it, because you can tell that over there. So maybe they did but I don't know. This looks. Look, if I go over to here. Now, see, it doesn't look like they demolished it. So I don't know. But see how simple, like that one's like very simple. Like there's just freaking no character to that one at all. I will say the staff in there aren't like too bad. Well, I mean I guess they're starting to get bad. Like I mean the orders are starting to get wrong and all that, but they're still not like that bad, but not great either. Also, you can see a KFC down here too. Yeah, see I had a KFC. The KFC's been moving from one place to the other. Yeah, that one, sadly, they shut that down, sadly. It turned into a Burger King. Yeah, Burger King's just abandoned, though. It's been abandoned for a while. I actually talked to apparently I talked to somebody who actually worked on there. There's like this YouTuber called Wally B. And apparently this YouTuber, I talked to this person apparently about demolished stuff. Yeah, I don't know, so that's pretty, or not demolished, I mean like abandoned stuff, and brought that up. I told this person about that I recorded it. I did record it, That was one of them I actually asked to do it, and they let me do it. Yeah, at that time, though, I guess I was starting to get to the point where I started just doing, bothering asking people, because that's the problem. A lot of times you ask people to record it, and, they'll either tell you no and won't give you a reason why, give me, like, a reason why, I can't record it. Like, is it because, I don't know, they could say maybe people don't want to be recorded on camera, or it's a manager thing. They don't really say that, they don't say that stuff. They just don't give you a reason. So I'm like, I don't care. I'll just record it then. Or, like I said, or like I'll ask people, like I asked Best Buy and then Jeff, and I recorded it. And then, because they were closing that store down. And then, yeah, and then I got, kicked out of the store and all. Well, they actually didn't kick me out of the store. They just told me to not record anymore, So, yeah, even the employees that were like, I'm like, they didn't understand that. Especially if the store is closing down. I'm like, why does it matter? Because my grandma and my dad and other people have been saying, well, it's probably because they don't want people stealing stuff. But I'm like, what can they steal if it's closing down? I don't really get it. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just doing it to preserve memories, but especially since Best Buy as a company has not been doing very well, I've been trying to record some of them, well, I haven't been going out of my way to record a bunch of them because they've been kind of the same. There is this one in Columbia I would like to be able, or not Columbia, St. Louis I'd like to be able to record. I think it's in St. Louis. It's like, it's a Best Buy outlet, so it's I think a cheaper Best Buy, so, I don't know. Here we have another McDonald's here too, another one. Now, I haven't been in this one in a while, so I don't remember like what it is in the dining room. I have to go back and look at that. Check it out. It kind of looks very similar in a way to the one in like the design. It kind of looks similar in a way to the one over by my dad's work. So maybe they had the same architecture. I don't know. Because I think even like it being remodeled, it kind of has the same design too. That's the thing, though. I think some of these people have like, so I don't know how it works, but like some of them, like if I put more effort into them than others. So I don't know, like maybe if it's like, I don't know how they work with it, but I'm just like, oh yeah, I actually thought about, I could probably do that with buildings, because I could come up with art designs and all, but they want me to go to college, and I'm not going to freaking college for like 4 years or something until, turn around and get replaced with freaking, robotic stuff, And I'm like, I don't even really need to go to college to do it, I'm like, there's plenty of, a band, family, and all, people that do that stuff, like, I don't think I need to go to college either to like why do I need to go to college to like, I don't know, do some of that stuff, I don't get it. Also, look, that says June 18th. Oh, look at that one. So that they actually remodeled this one really early on then. Interesting. Or not really early, really late. I keep talking freaking opposites. I hate when I do that, though. But yeah, I think it has the same problem, though. Like, see that, though? See what I'm talking about? They freaking, made it very simple, too. Like, there's not really any theme to it. These other ones I've showcased, they've had, like, they used to keep the brick part or something, but these don't even freaking look like the same. They don't even look the same. They got the bricks on them, but like, again, they're just all one color, So I'm like, there's actually surprisingly a lot of people at this one, though. That could be the bank, though, too. I don't know. It's really hard to say, though. But yeah, I think that might be the bank. I don't know. Just trying to go over here and see what I think there was like. I thought there was like something over here I wanted to. It's like a Taco Bell. I wanted to, because I think there was something over here I wanted to showcase. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm kind of taking a little longer on these videos, but I'm like showing off like, a few of them. I'm not just showing off one McDonald's, so. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm trying to remember what was over here, but I don't remember what restaurant was over here. Oh, it's a Pizza Hut. Okay, Pizza Hut. Yeah, close that one down, I guess, too. Like, apparently I can't, like, for some reason it was not letting me do 2013 over there, but it is over here. So I guess I can show the McDonald's off over here. I don't know when this one was built, though, either. That's the thing. But, yeah, see, it's not going to let me go any further there. That's what's annoying. Yeah, see, there's, like, not even a Walgreens. See, no Walgreens. That's if you look on Google Maps, I think of where by break time, like in Fulton, you can see that there used to be there was like for that one, like the furthest that goes back, and you can see that which unfortunately only goes back to 2008 on there. So I don't know why, like, some places it goes to 2007, something goes to 2008. I don't know. Like, I can understand maybe if it was, like, in another, like, state or something, or maybe, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, in, like a further, like, location, like, then, but, like, Fulton's not that far from Jeff, and even Holt Summit, it doesn't go to 2007, you know, so, I don't know. That's 2 years ago there, there's some bricks there, so they still have the bricks on the wall, you know, which would make total sense, you know. There's like Subway there. Like 7 years ago there. I look, there's like a little food on the wall too. Pretty interesting though. Look, I got more color here too. There's more color in that one too. Kind of cool. I like that. I also like the little light in the background there too. Fortunately, that's what it looks like now, though. Okay, I guess that's another angle. I was gonna say is that like when they were starting to like move out furniture and all that in the inside. I wonder what they do with it. Does like the owners just take them and just like throw them in the trash or something, or do workers actually get to take that stuff home? You know, I don't know. If you guys used to work at McDonald's or still do, you guys can let me know that, I guess. Look how cool this one. I like this one a lot, though. It looks really nice, but it was sadly remodeled too. But at least it lasted a lot longer. But also, you got that too on the wall. So in a way, it kind of has the vibe. It has the vibe of the McDonald's over by the Texas Roadhouse. You know, it has that. That's where I'm bringing Texas Roadhouse, you know, up a lot with that location in this video. But I mean, there is a lot of like resemblance of some of the stuff I've been talking about here in those McDonald's. Look at the wall though. See the wall there? I like the wall. Now see how much more colorful it is too. It's way more colorful. Now, there actually is a McDonald's in New York City, or I think it's New York City. It's a McDonald's, like a McDonald's, I think, in New York City. I'm just going to say New York City. If not, it's definitely in New York somewhere. It's actually 90s themed. It has colors like this. But I think it actually has the actual benches from the characters on there. So that's pretty cool, I guess. See the floors here? So the got the floors there. This is pretty cool. But see the floors are still here, but they're not out in the building anymore. They pretty much got rid of them. Is that Black Widow or something? Or no, what that's? I don't know what that is. Marvel something. I don't know what the heck that is. I like that doormat, and that's pretty funny. What happened to the screen here? Was that out a window, maybe? There's a car over here. Maybe it's out a window. That's from 7 years ago. There's a year ago there. There's 7 years ago there. I like that little table there. Pretty nice. I'll say this one doesn't look as bad as I don't know. I like that at least, like I said, the floors look a little bit different. The walls are like wood looking, and then the top roof and all looks nice. So at least the color scheme looks a little bit different. You know, it's still kind of, I don't like the darkness a lot, but at least it blends in. I mean, it doesn't, like, it looks different, you know, like it doesn't look like they just threw a bunch of paint in it and called it a day, you know. I do definitely prefer all the colors, but I mean, at least that one, you know, it looks a little bit, you know, more, you know, unique and all that in a way with that stuff. But it definitely is not like as good as it once was. A lot of them are not really as good as they once were, but some of them don't look that bad. But I definitely would say I kind of like the other one better though as well. But I'll say at least again they put like some little bit of effort into it. Ooh, it's a good picture there. But again, it's like pictures, so I don't know how much I've been able to showcase there. I like the little lights. What's all those specks and lights? Or like seeds or something. I don't know what that is. It's like little kids playing not playing, like hanging out in the kitchen area. I think that was a thing back in the day, and I don't know. Well, I don't think they did it in Missouri. Like, at least like I'm not aware of it, but there'd be a thing once upon a time where like you take your kids to work and all. So it'd be like take your daughter or your son to work day or something like that, and to show the kids, like what their jobs are like and all that, I mean, some of them probably be a little bit harder to do that with, but a lot of times they would do that. I don't know why they don't do that anymore. Like even when I was in school, I don't remember them doing that at all, because I never went to. Well, I went to work with my dad, but that was because I didn't really have anywhere else to go, because especially when I got to like high school. I mean, I guess in high school, and all, I was able to stay home and a lot more, but still. That's pretty much all that is there. So that's all the McDonald's too. Now there is one more I was going to showcase, and that'll be it. And I might show Steak and Shake here in the future, like in a little. Well, not right now, because I'm probably going to take a break after this. But I will show Steak and Shake. But I'm going to wait a little longer to do it, because I'm going to have to go inside and work on some stuff. And I'm actually going to have to charge my phone, as you guys see here too. Actually I just now noticed that. So. But I really want to show this off because it's going to be, they demolished this McDonald's. I don't know if I'll be able to showcase it again when they build the next one. So what? Okay, I guess now it's going to say temporarily closed. So it says temporarily closed. For like, basically they're going to remodel it. They're going to remodel this McDonald's. But actually they tore it down, so I don't know why it's saying, it's just say permanently closed, but I don't know. I did do a review I have a review on here because I was so pissed off about it. Or actually, I think they removed it. Yeah, they removed it. They removed my review on here. I had a review on here, they removed it. No, it's right here, never mind. But yeah, that's my review. Let's have a review. Yeah, I did this. But I'm serious though. I'm just like, I don't understand why they need to tear down a perfectly good working building, I don't get it. Oh, it says lowest. I meant to say newest. Whoops. But yeah, see that? But see, that's what they did. They demolished it. But see, that's the thing though. They say again, they're gonna say that it's. They're saying it's all basically, they demolished it. But I'm like, again, I'm just like, I don't understand why they can't just like keep some of these open, like they did with the other ones. But even the older ones are tearing them down or getting rid of them too. I said McDonald's does not care about this stuff anymore. I said they just don't care. I don't understand why. Like, I don't know what the mindset is to this. Like I don't know why they can't just keep some of these the way they are. I don't get it. Because it's not really making the money. They're actually losing money for this. But I don't know. I don't know if I showed this off or not. Let's look at there. There's like little photos down there and all that. But see, that's talking about. See how the roof looks different here. See, the roof looks more like. I guess it looks more like a tannish color, So the inside of it's not really. I mean, I guess it's a little bit colorful in there, but it's not really nothing. I think super duper fancy. Like, here's a better picture of it. Like, it's not like super duper fancy. It was the outside that I was mainly wanting to showcase, but. But yeah, I do think it kind of sucks though, again, that they're, they did all that, but oh, there's like a fence there too, so I don't know. Yeah, it says temporarily closed though, which I think is kind of weird. I'm like, they're gonna close it down. So that actually caught me off guard. I was like, I didn't think they were gonna. I think they were gonna say like permanently closed, or they just weren't gonna say anything, because usually they don't really put that crap there and all that. Like, if they're just gonna, again, they're gonna tear something down, but because they're just gonna build it right next to it. But I'm surprised they said that. But the reviews, I don't think for this one were the best. As looking at that, but. I mean, I guess I can showcase it again. I don't know if I've already showed it before, but they're really, there's not really much to it, really, but it still would have been nice to have been able to showcase it, because it was a different color roof. Ooh, I like that. Look how pretty that is. That's a very pretty one. Also, look how big that freaking, wait, no, I was gonna say that's not a stoplight. I was gonna say that's a stoplight, that's a pretty big one, but that's just a sign. It's a sign, Probably, I think it's probably like a lot of times those downtown areas have these big signs, on the poles and all that. That one had that too. Got a little bit of glass windows there and all that. But yeah, there's not really much to it. I mean, even the pictures on the walls, there's not really much to it. I do like the little seats though; they look pretty nice. I should say they look pretty nice, like, as they're not there anymore, but, I mean, they do, though. I mean, I say they do. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and show, because they're demolishing it, I might as well show it off, but, yeah, just look at the floors. I mean, again, there's not really, I mean, they look nice, but there's really not really much, there's not really much, like, they're not, like, fancy, like, there's McDonald's out there that were demolished that were even more fancy than that. There's actually one that had golf balls in it. There was like one YouTuber, I don't know if I brought this up, but there was like one YouTuber that was going to record it. He was in there recording it and they kicked him out. Which I just like it. Again, I'm like, if you're going to fucking, demolish the damn building or, remodel it or something, just let somebody record it. I don't understand what the problem is there. I think it's just people trying to, act like they control everything, I just don't get it. But yeah, they just now started doing this, but this is Kansas City, Kansas, so I don't think this is really much there, but yeah, see how cool this one kind of, I mean, this one, the outside's what really gets it, it's the outside. The inside, not so much. The inside's not, there as much. It's mostly the outside of that, you'll see here. According to one reviewer, it's been open for decades, and now they're going to demolish it, so. I mean, well, they already demolished it, because they're building another one. Possibly over here, this parking lot, I don't know. I don't know if they can or I don't know, because I just don't understand why, I mean, you saw the photos, though, it doesn't look like it's in that bad of shape, but I think, again, it's just they're being lazy, and they, instead of trying to put effort into a building or something, I'm just, like, I don't understand why they need to demolish this, I just don't get it, like, I mean, again, they can make this a tourist attraction, but I don't know. Yeah, but you can see though, I was talking about the different color roofs too. See, it has like an orangish color, like it's orange, more. It's like a caramel looking color. So it's not like super orange, but it's like not like a typical red roof. Because the one I showed off, I actually was able to record was the black roof one. That's actually a black roof. Now those are super rare. Like those are like very rare, especially ones with sunroofs on them. That are rare. I don't think the black roofs look as good as these color roofs, because I like more of the colors on the buildings, but I don't know. But like I talked about before, there are different colored roofs. I don't know if there's any that are still around or not. It's possible. But there used to be like green ones. There was like dark green, light green, There were some that were blue. and all that. I've seen some, those. There's actually blue ones. I don't know if there's any yellow ones. I don't know if there's any yellow ones. That actually would be kind of interesting if there's a yellow one. I mean, I could talk about that maybe if I, do more of these, But I don't know if there is or not. I'm probably not going to do any more McDonald's as though right now because I'm kind of, I want to show off Steak and Shake and all that, and I don't know, I'm kind of just showing off, specific ones, I don't know, I'm kind of getting to the point though where I kind of want to take a break from McDonald's, but I figured I'd show this one off too because they demolished it, so it might be impossible to review it on Google Maps, I don't know, we'll have to see. But you can see the little sign over there. See the sign as well? There's a sign there. I like too how there's a... But the sign here... See, most of the time the signs are just cut out. But here it has this sign here. So it has like the little square in it and all that. Oddly enough though, this sign actually doesn't cover up the... Like, it's not completely... Like the square part does not completely go over the sign, so it makes it look more rectangular. But that's still kind of cool, Some Burger King locations, even now, still have that, but I think McDonald's might still be the same way, but a good chunk of McDonald's locations have the, just normal arches. They don't really have any square, outlines in them, or like, they're not really, like, the M's not on there. It's just mostly just like, it's just by itself, but this one's kind of sticking out of there. It's kind of cool, but unfortunately, yeah, it's gone. I don't know if they'll just keep the sign there. I don't know. Some of them that they remodel, they've kept the signs, though, so I don't really know. But I'm going to go ahead and let things go from here, because I got to, I'm going to be going inside and all that, so I can get some more stuff. And anywho, I guess see you guys later. Bye-bye.